Hey there guys, and welcome to another edition of Chalkin' with Babycakes. So, where are my coffee drinkers out there? Hands up if you're a coffee drinker. I am not much of a coffee drinker, but I know there are several people that are. I know my husband's a huge coffee drinker. I know, shocker, right? So today I'm going to do this cabinet door that I got at a local resale store. I'm going to do this cabinet door, and I'm going to do it hot coffee, okay? Gotta get myself situated here. All right, so I have hot coffee, always brewed, and then I've got little embellishments that I'm going to put around it just to make it a little bit more fun. Just goes to show you that you can mix and match your stencils so you can make something that's uniquely yours, right? Guess I should probably get my pastes over here too, right? In there. So today we're going to be using a brown and a light brown. So 2 different colors of browns on this. And they're both kind of not yummy enough for me, as I like to call it. So I'm going to put a little bit of water in it because you want your paste to be a yogurt-like consistency. Now remember, you want to use distilled water to make sure you don't make it moldy and you don't cross-contaminate and all that kind of good stuff. You also want to use a plastic stir stick. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind howling in the background. It's pretty windy. I do have the door open and the screen door open just because it is nice enough out, but it's still pretty windy. I don't know if you can hear I hear some ducks quacking or some geese doing whatever geesey do out there. Wow. So if you see me look to my right, it's because something just went by the front door. And by something, I mean something in the air, like a leaf or a bird or something. Because it is fairly windy out. I think I'm going to try to go for a walk later on, hopefully. It's still going to be pretty nice out today. So I'm happy about that. In the next couple days, it's not going to be so. So now what I did is, since this stencil has been used previously, I didn't have to fuzz it because it's already used. I did, however, I took and I used my squeegee and I got it down really good to get all the air bubbles out, as well as make sure that it was adhering well. I was going to say adhesiving. Do you guys make up your own words sometimes? Because sometimes I have this whole thing planned out, what I'm going to say, and then all of a sudden, bam, I cannot think of what words to use, and so then I make up my own words. It's a thing. What are some of the craziest words that you have made up? I'd love to hear about them. So once you get make sure you get paste over the whole area. And as you saw, I did not take and paint it on there. I just slapped a couple of spots on there, and then I squeegeed it. All the paste that you pull off of your stencil can go right back into the jar, into the little tub of paste, so you can reuse it later. So here's initially what it's going to look like. I don't know if you guys can see that very well with the light. I hope you can. It does look kind of not as pronounced on this gray background, but I still think it looks really good. Wouldn't this look great above a coffee bar or something? All right, so I have this little coffee mug, part of a different stencil. I'm going to put it right here in the corner. And I am going to use, since I'm only doing a portion of it and I want to be a little bit more precise, so I don't know if I did this yet. I need to get my light brown ready. So since I want to be more precise with it, I don't want to use one of the bigger squeegees. There are several different sizes of squeegees. When you're using a larger area, you're going to want to use a larger squeegee. When you're trying to do a small area, you want to do a smaller squeegee, or even like one of these little guys, the multi-tool, something like this. So this way you're getting into the precise little areas without getting the paste into areas that you don't want it to be in. So that's all I'm going to do. I mean, so this works the same way a squeegee does. It just makes it easier to get into the little areas. Now, I had thought about this earlier when I was putting it together, whether I was going to do this little coffee mug on each side or not. And I had originally decided I wasn't going to do that. I don't know. I may go ahead and do that, though. We'll see in just a few seconds, won't we? That looks cute. So we're going to do it on this side. The only bad thing about it is now I have to try to line it up to make it not look so. This way it doesn't look like it's off kilter too much. Now you notice I'm not squeegeeing it down all the way like I do with when I first put a stencil down. And that's because this already has paste on it. So if I squeegee it down before I start pasting it, what could happen is the stencil could move, and then the paste could go underneath or get what's the word I'm looking for? Again, words are hard, guys. It could give it a shadow type effect. Now that's cute. That looks good. So you can reuse a stencil more than once in between, before you clean it, as long as you do it quickly. You don't want to sit there and use it, let it sit for a few minutes, and then use it again. You want to use it really quickly while you're doing it. So if you see, I've got these cute little coffee beans. So I'm going to start just kind of putting coffee beans. I don't know where I want to put them. I've got some small ones and I've got some bigger ones. So just going to take, and again, same thing with the other one. I'm just going to take and start putting them on here, and I'm going to want to work quickly, because the quicker you work, the more uses you get out of it before you have to clean it, because eventually the paste is going to dry on here, and then when the paste does dry on those, you're not going to get the coverage. You're going to have to go ahead and clean it, let it dry, and then you can reuse it again. If you see, I haven't even had to really get more paste out either. Yep, I think that's about the extent of it for that one. It's starting to dry on there, and I'm starting to not get the adhesion I need, or the paste through the stencil I need. So I did that. So I'm going to use this guy. Let me dry this up a little bit first, because I don't want to risk putting that stencil down and it messing up the rest of my stuff. And I can already see this drying, so the brown is getting a lighter color as it dries, which is actually kind of cool. going to take this guy, just kind of put a couple of, actually before I do that, I think I'm going to take this guy and put this little tiny baby coffee cup right here. I think that'll look cute. Make sure I have it quasi-centered at least. Who knows, it could turn out looking like a hot mess, guys. But wouldn't you love to have a hot mess over your hot coffee bar? I think this will be cute over a coffee bar. And you can grab it. You can grab it when I'm done with it. All you have to do is comment sold, and I will send you an invoice. Oh, that's cute. It's a cutie patootie. Whew, I just about lost my balance there. Glad that wasn't on camera. All right, so I don't know if I want to put the bigger ones on there. I don't think I will. I think I like it just the way it is. So let me get these out of the way. Get that out of the way and show you what you think. Let me know what you think. I really don't think I'm going to add anything else to it, because sometimes you can add too much and it won't look right. So here you go. Cute little sign, cabinet, reclaimed cabinet door for over your coffee bar. You can grab it below. I will have comments below on how much it's going to cost you, and then you can get it. All right, guys. So thanks for tuning in with me today. I hope you're staying healthy out there, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. All right, guys. Bye-bye.